The Great British Night Out, enjoyed by many, remembered by so few. All over the country, every weekend, Britons will adorn their most fashionable garments and indulge in a night out. Despite not being the most notorious country for binge drinking, England certainly has a unique culture surrounding it, especially when it comes to socialising. The general consensus of most Britons is that they can't enjoy a night out without being intoxicated, which of course can lead to misadventure. In this series, we will be discovering the stages of the night out in Britain and how the people enjoy their own intoxication. It's December and it's already warming up to Christmas. The decorations are out and so are the people. Like the calm before the storm, the streets are empty early in the night. Stores close up and people head home. But inside, it's a little more loud. The bars are opening and the town's nightlife is slowly blossoming open. In the more recent years, instead of visiting bars or pubs, the British public have preferred to buy alcohol at an off-licence or supermarket for consumption at home. Despite this, however, there are still many who frequent licensed establishments such as these. On average, the north of Great Britain consumes more alcohol than the south of Great Britain, although that is due to them living in the north. For non-students, there is a variety of establishments to go where budgeting isn't a necessity. This is often where mid to high range drinks are available, such as premium cocktails and craft beers. The atmosphere is often casual and can heat up later in the night, but not to the extent of a club. Unlike students, the majority of the British public have a less determined attitude to drinking alcohol. In Britain, there is a variety of establishments where alcohol can be consumed or purchased. Instead of vibrant nightclubs, they frequent bars or pubs. Clubbing is an option, but not one chosen as often as students. Instead of alcopops and vodka mixed with Korean energy drinks, the most popular drinks in these establishments are wines and beers. Cocktails and mixers come close second. This is often due to the patrons being more mature and having more refined taste buds. Although, like nightclubs, bar and pubs also advertise special offers to entice more customers, or guests as they are referred to by staff. In the more recent years, the British public have preferred to buy alcohol at an off-licence store or a supermarket for consumption at home. Although the price of alcohol in these establishments is higher than supermarket prices, people still buy drinks. This is because people enjoy the social atmosphere of a pub or bar, and because they don't realise how much they're being ripped off. It's getting late, and that means it's time for the local students to start their nights out.
Latest releases. Bring in a Christmas made merrier.
Mate, I was really sick earlier. I had 5 kills, 10 left.
Ends 28 December.
And I'm like, I can do well here, I snipe, but
Required for handset.
I was all set up.
Resembling lustful locusts, students swarm towards the city centre. Walking, driving, or riding in a taxi, they head towards their club of choice, all ready for a night of intoxication and fornication.
One of the boys tried to dig me out. Like, Brad, aren't you single on Wednesdays? Think I'm amazing.
Due to poor financial skills, or just being poor, students often partake in the ritual of pre-drinking before heading out into town. Freshers' Week is when socials are at the most raucous. This is because of introducing new members and the student discounts available to freshers. These students are part of the Badminton Society, and like a pack of strange animals visiting the local watering hole, they make their way to the club, and where the rest of the society members are waiting. The majority of society socials are themed, to make it interesting for the members. This society is superhero themed, meaning that all the members must dress up accordingly or face a forfeit, which is often an unpleasant shot or drink. Although, it's not compulsory to show off your underwear. Statistically, a high proportion of students indulge in the custom of pre-drinking. Like all nightclubs, the interior is dark, penetrated only by the vibrant lighting and flash of screens. Premium alcohols are displayed in order to tempt customers with a different option to the usual triple vodka Red Bulls ordered so often. Here we have the first moments of a society social, steeped in the first few awkward moments of meeting strangers. After the first few alcopops, the atmosphere becomes more relaxed and the society gets into full swing. Late and new arrivals join in, eager to catch up on the progression of getting drunk. The sounds of other societies echo round, like a pack of inebriated wolves. Not only do they simply drink the cheap alcohol, but they also invent elaborate games that incorporate drinking into the activity.
On Tom and never have ever been thrown out of traps.
The promotion of drinking games is frowned upon by some, as they can have consequences.
I'm Jake, never have ever said the wrong name during sex.
By the end of the night out, many seek nourishment, the most popular option being fast food establishments and takeaways, which by early morning can become as busy as a nightclub. If a group is on a night out, they'll share a taxi, sometimes getting one into town as well as getting out of it. Taxis are a popular method of getting home, and they line up awaiting the late night rush. A safer option than walking home, they are snapped up quickly. For the majority, however, the sight of a taxi's rear light signifies the end of their night out, and the beginning of their journey home. In next week's episode, we'll look at why alcohol is so popular on a night out, the reasons behind the public's passion for cocktails, and what do people define as a good night out.